Glaser might be number 602. Kidding.
So anyway, so Dan insists that his lack of...
I have nothing to be ashamed of, in my estimation.
But he insists that he's actually not insecure, that he's actually quite self-confident about his attractiveness to women, and he just chooses not to have sex.
I think he doesn't care. Dan doesn't really care about sex. And it's slightly asexual.
Every now and again there's a woman that really turns me on, but inevitably I don't get those women. Typically, the women that really turn me on, and maybe that's the reason, because
you want what you can't have.
That which I can't have.
You want what you can't have.
I'm looking at Nikki now, and I'm thinking it's absolutely. In a heartbeat. But if Nikki said, let's go, I might say, well, I got to be up early tomorrow.
You'd be scared?
Lower your expectations.
I don't know. It just could be
mongoloids.
that, it just could be. No, look. But you're missing the point, and everybody's missing the point. It's not that I can't bang. It's that I don't bang. So let's be very clear about this.
Well, here, what?
When was the last time?
Some people would argue that can and don't go together.
They would argue that they'd be wrong. They'd be wrong.
Did you ask when was the last time?
Yeah, when was the last time?
When was the last time, Dan?
I believe it was, and I don't know for sure, but I believe it was the Montreal Comedy Festival in 2010, which would be about 16 months or so.
No, wait. What about our mutual friend has a friend you met at a holiday party? Wasn't that the last person you were with?
Ooh, that's an interesting point. Yes. That
was this year. That was 2011.
That was, yes, in point of fact, my last sexual liaison was, I would put at approximately January of 2010. So we're going on about a year. That's correct. You are right, Ray. Yes, that is correct.
I thought it was 2011.
It was January 2011, and we're going on January 2012, so it's approximately a year, as I had said.
If you went home with a guy and he told you that he hadn't had sex in a year, wouldn't you think that was...
Oh, so much pressure at that point.
Well, you would think this guy's a mental case. Now, you might think, well, he's very a troubled man, and I'm going to try to cure him of his troubles. But,
but you don't tell
we're
girls
sitting
that,
at a table with a man who's clearly gay and doesn't admit it. Another man...
Who's that, Harrison Greenberg?
I'm talking about Ray Allen. No, another man who's probably into quadruple digits at this point. And Lenny, who is half normal, maybe.
I'm sitting way too close to Dan.
And why am I the one who's being...
because you
labeled as the mental patient.
No, I'm saying you're a mental patient, but it's a fascinating life. It's a fascinating existence. That you can be, because you could hook up with a girl, let's say here and there after a show, and you choose not to. And most guys would absolutely go for it and do it. It's
do
very
you turn down opportunities?
I turn away vagina on a happen on a regular basis. Now,
let's not get carried away.
Now, what are your reasons
I'm telling
for that?
you that
it's the same vagina, and it says cat's vagina.
No, I don't. I happen not to have a cat, and I turn away reasonably attractive women in their 20s. Now,
Nikki's asking you a question. Dan's drunk, so you can ask him three things.
What did I just ask you? I forget now.
She said, "What's the reason you turn away?"
What is it? Yeah, what happens?
Well, because I don't just want to have sex for sex sake necessarily, unless they're 8, 9 to 10. They're at your level, I probably would do it.
8, 9.
Now you're a comic, so I'd probably say no.
So you're not going to just take any girl that
any old skank. No, generally not, unless they're very aggressive. I don't like to say no because I don't like to insult anybody.
Have you had liaisons where you regretted it, where you're like, oh god, like just you just do it because you feel guilty?
Oftentimes, yes. Oftentimes, they're very aggressive. I don't want to say no.
That's the thing that happens to women most of the time.
You're giving him pity sex.
I didn't know women did that. Do women have pity sex?
Yeah, definitely. Have
you ever had a pity fuck somebody?
Of course.
Have you? I didn't know women did that.
Yes,
I had no idea.
Well, because
every time he sees the blood and the fingernail scars on the door, he regrets
it. A new quiver in my arrow in my quiver.
They definitely. I was very aware of pity hand jobs. I've gotten a few pity hand jobs.
They work. I can't enjoy a hand job.
Pity.
Yeah, how do you ejaculate when it's pity is involved? It just
but pity fucking I think is less often.
We fake it.
You don't know.
If you don't want
apology,
if you don't want to screw a guy, if you feel pity, won't you just give him a hand job? You're not going to actually.
No, because a hand job is more work. First of all,
and a hand job is like it's. Like, we've heard for years and years that you guys can do it better. So that's something I would rather have sex with someone than give them a hand job.
I mean,
you guys do it better. You guys do it better.
No, they stink. They're horrible.
That's all I ever hear is that we're bad at it.
You're
So
incompetent.
I just think that
You're incompetent, Glaser.
Pack
your bag.
We're just waiting for the blowjob. We're just
a good blowjob is obviously, but then again, there's a lot of incompetence in that area as well.
I've had some really good hand jobs.
Let
me the hand.
Well, you're a club owner.
I've had good hand jobs. They've mostly been for compensation from people who really know what they're doing. but your average chick is incompetent.
When are you going to put a glory hole into the
I did
comedy
that
set?
once or twice.
We've been waiting for a glory hole for a very long time.
Don't be ashamed of it. I think everyone does it.
In the electric room with Sherrod is whatever. Go ahead. I'm drunk. Go ahead. Sorry.
What was the question? Was there a question?
What was the last girl back at a year ago? What was that?
I believe it was January of 2011.
Now, okay, here's the thing. Do these
I remember
girls
because it was the year
follow
of the rooster.
Okay. Do these girls follow up and want to hang out afterwards? And are you kind of done with them after the first time?
This particular girl, without mentioning names, you know, it's a funny thing. I saw her again some weeks later, and at a party, and then she said, "Well, can I come home with you?" And I said, "Nah, I'd rather not. I don't really want to take this any further than it's already gone. I can't give you what you want."
Dan, is this the one that texted you like a crazy person?
Yeah, she texted me multiple times. Yeah, she texted me multiple times, and the text got crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
But in any case, yes.
So you did her good.
Well, as it happens, yes. As it happens, yes.
He's got an impressive mule. Is what I've heard.
It's not that it's that impressive, but I happened to go a very long time. I couldn't for the life of me bust a nut, and I was really.
That's amazing for a guy who's had sex with
20 I couldn't bust a nut.
The Prozac and the Scotch.
Like to me, it's the meds. The dosage is all off.
Well, you know, that's interesting, isn't it? You would think that I could after all that time, but oddly enough, I couldn't. But I really gave it to her. Something else. It was really something else. But ultimately, she gave me a blowjob, and it was wonderful. And I certainly have no negative comments about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that being said, yes, I gave it to her, and I gave it to her good. And I would like to go on record.
And she just got a little bit needy way too quickly. Does this happen a lot with girls that you have sex with?
Well, women have sex with them. Nikki, you back me up on this. One thing guy does you, and does you well. Natterman style, I'm talking about.
The old Natterman.
Oh, my God.
In a way you probably never had it before.
Sure.
It comes with a dinner at Red Lobster.
Not your secret. I ain't never done you, so you couldn't have had it that good. Now.
Wow.
Are you intrigued at this point, Nikki?
No.
Yeah, I want to know what you're bringing to the table in there.
At that level.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you're going to fall in love. Is that not true?
What I'm picturing is your level, so you couldn't come. How long did this last? Because that's the fucking
45
worst.
minutes, man.
No, that's way too much.
Oh, yeah?
No. Here's the
Chafing.
misconception that we want you to last forever. I'm
Agreed. We've talked
bang
about
it
this
out,
on
get it
prior podcasts.
over with. Or do you feel me
Get
on
it
that?
over
I
with.
totally agree.
I just like it.
Not get it over with, but
like
somewhere
I like to get,
meet me in the middle.
Yeah.
These girls want it large.
I don't
and
want you to make
slow.
love to me for 45 minutes. 45 minutes is way too long.
about instead of
Absolutely.
What if you don't come in 45 minutes time?
No,
If they have it in 20 minutes, they're not going to.
We have control over that more than you do. I mean, we can do it.
Are you saying you can come on command?
She's saying she can have a Natterman when she wants.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I do myself Natterman style.
Oh, now I know what you mean.
I hope I don't think about that next time I'm doing it.
It's a funny
drink all the time.
Oddly enough, you know, these women, they protest, and then oddly, all the time, they fall into my spell. I've seen it time and again. And you're just jealous. You're just jealous because you're out.
Do you ever
You're
take
out. You're done.
Why is she done?
Yes, she's done with Natterman. Natterman's moved on.
Natterman, do you ever take it slow?
you have a
Do you date?
liaison
Do you
before then?
try to pursue women like just start a
I
relationship?
haven't, as it happens, I have a very big problem with that. I'm trying. There's a girl right now who's in town
Take it
from.
slow.
I really need help. I really need a woman that can really hold my hand in a very loving way and guide me through the process. But I would like
What
to.
process are you talking about?
He wants to
busting a
fuck
nut.
my mother.
No, I'm talking about the dating part. But I want to talk about Ray Ellen for a second.
What?
Ray Ellen. Ray Ellen, let's be honest about Ray Ellen. Now, you said you have an 8-year-long relationship.
7 years.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, let's define. What's the relationship
It
to
ended
you?
2.5 years ago.
Were you faithful?
While we were together, sure.
For 7 years.
Well,
but not by choice.
We broke up during those times.
How many times did you break up?
Many. I don't know. 9.
Did you live together?
No.
I think you lived together for 2 weeks, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we did for like a little less than a month.
7 years?
Yeah.
You ever proposed to her?
Is that the MC?
No, that's part of the reason why we broke up.
Wouldn't she start harassing you after like year number 3?
I told her around before year number 2, I said, I don't think we'll ever get married. And so we still just kind of stuck around. I hoped that somehow something magical would of course, were to happen, make me want to marry her. Didn't happen. We had the dog together. And
had a dog together.
And then so she married another guy. She met a guy, and I said, make sure he wants what you want. And 4 months after they met, they moved in together. 4 months after that, she got pregnant.
And they call him Good Luck Chuck.
4 months after that, she got married. And then it's very nice. I'm honestly very happy for her.
Ray Ellen has problems with women and with commitment that we will not discuss because Ray doesn't wish to do so, but they are profound, and I dare say they are at my level. Now, moving.
Whoa. Do not drag me, Ray Ellen, down to your
Well,
awfulness.
I know you were here to discuss the Jew show and not this. Now let's move clockwise from Ray Ellen to Harrison Greenbaum. Another screwball.
Hold on, Nikki's got to go on stage. Ted Alexander's about to come off.
Another screwball who
Natterman's really taking over here, isn't he?
nobody believes to be heterosexual except Harrison
It was the
Greenbaum.
Natterman podcast.
Okay,
Look
go
what
ahead,
You did.
go ahead,
You're
Dan.
a monster.
Well, Kristen has a problem with Dan Naturman.
No, I do not have a problem.
Whether it's sexual tension, I don't know.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Harrison.
I actually do sense a little sexual tension between Dan and Chris.
Listen, we're not gonna devote 2 podcasts to Harrison Greenbaum's sexuality. So if we're gonna talk about it now, we're just gonna chuck the first one. But
Then we won't talk about it.
Harrison Greenbaum is a Harvard.
Well, he's a recurring character.
He's a
like,
recurring.
He's like Frasier before he became permanent.
He's a summa cum laude Harvard
And
comic.
Frasier is another figure.
He doesn't perform at the Comedy Cellar. However, he performs at the other places and
Men's bathrooms all over the
men's bathrooms all over the
Glory hole.
And Dan finds him interesting because he's
Fascinating. Not
He's
interesting,
very
fascinating.
feminine, very clearly, obviously gay. Actually, to any person who's lived in the world, but he claims that he's not gay.
I got those questions, and there was a certain.
You can hear it right there. He's gay.
Yeah, well, next time bring your girlfriend, and we won't be able to ask you those
Oh, right. I'll
questions
bring
in front of her.
my girlfriend who I bought a menorah for.
Exactly. we can't
Sorry, I
have
don't
those
buy
questions
women
for you, Dan.
cheap.
Kind of wanted the mic to be turned off
Dan-
before we touched on that subject.
Dan has called him a flaming
I don't
straight
think
man.
flaming is an accurate.
I never
Oh,
said
flaming is right.
It's an
I
accurate
never said
word.
flaming. First of all, I want to go on record. I love Harrison Greenbaum.
I know you do.
love Harrison Greenbaum. He's one of my favorite people. I feel that
thank you.
he is. I feel that he's gay, and he's not come to terms with it.
So you think he's gay and just hasn't openly admitted it, or he doesn't realize it yet?
Oh, that's a good question.
I believe.
I've had sex with almost twice as many women as you had.
Well,
God bless you. Who you
you're
comparing yourself to?
you're trying to cover up your gayness more than Dan is.
See, if he were not
More than
Jewish,
Dan.
I might buy that. But a Jew guy can pass for gay.
See,
This is-
here we
this is
go.
what
A lot of
Here we
feminine
go.
Jews.
He has the same.
Oh, come on, I know a lot
You're
of my
gonna have to
friends.
splice these into each other because
Yeah, if he was Irish, if he was Irish, we would know you're fucking gay.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
See?
But as a
This is
Jew,
what
it's a
I
little
said.
iffy. It's a little
because
iffy.
Greg
I said
Rogell
the
says it
same
is
thing.
true. I'm not buying
No, I'm
it.
just saying I have somebody to back me up now.
You know, look at Michael Bloomberg. All right, you know, if he
Yeah.
wasn't a Jew, the guy's definitely. Does he think he doesn't know he's gay?
Natterman is a
Is he
sexual
gay or is he just
deviant.
extra
We
Jewish?
What do you think?
I think he's a gay Jew.
All right, there you go. So you undercut your whole point there.
But you agree with what I'm. Remember, Dan, we were talking about this.
Yeah, so Kristen who has several stereotypes about Jews.
No, I do
Most of them
not.
negative.
Hold
not
on. He
stereotypes, they're
fits
based-
all the stereotypes.
But if I was gay, I wouldn't enjoy sex with
he is
women.
wearing a
Is
pink
that not
shirt.
true?
I was about to say he
It's
he
white
has
with
the
pink
pink shirt.
stripes.
He has the fashionable watch. He has the speech patterns.
Sorry, I'm trying to look good.
He doesn't
So
have.
straight guys have to have no style.
I have to be a slob if I was straight.
I mean, judging
brother.
from this table, maybe that's.
Did you
the
guys
case,
just
but I'm
crawl out
saying.
from under a rock? Don't you know how to tell a gay guy when you see one?
I'm
Yes,
telling you,
I know.
I'm telling you, you throw Jew into the picture, it kind of muddies
Thank
things
you,
up a little
Greg.
bit.
Thank you.
Wait, but Dan, why
No one
do you
ever
think
took
she
me for
doesn't like
gay.
the
and I'm
Jews?
not.
You're not an effeminate
I'm not,
Jew, but
I'm
there are a
not
lot of
Charles
effeminate
Atlas.
Jews out there.
There are a lot of effeminate Jews.
I'm not
which is
effeminate.
my
Effeminate's
point.
not the right word. Whiny. You know what I mean?
No, there's a
Okay,
an element of femininity.
But a question.
They're usually married. Usually a married Jew who's been beaten down to homosexuality. You know?
A question was asked, and we kind of glossed over. Do you think it's possible that somebody is gay but doesn't know that they're gay?
No, I mean they
'Cause I
have
don't
to know
believe
it at
that.
some
no,
point.
I don't think that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they could sort of.
Wait, I think we've
repress it.
discovered Dan's big
Maybe.
fear. He's afraid of commitment because he's going to be beaten into being gay.
No.
Chris Angel. There's a guy doesn't know he's gay yet.
You think Chris Angel's gay?
This guy, oh yeah,
I just think he's weird.
a little feminine there. Yeah, and only fakes.
Well, all magicians are a little bit gay.
Look,
There's a lot of sparkles and
I was
sequins.
a little more offensive.
when
the way
I was
said it.
7 years old, I used to watch Star Trek. I swear to God, it's true.
You've brought up Star Trek or Star Wars at least
All right,
seven
now
times.
is Sulu gay or Jewish?
Hold on. When I was 7 years old, I used to watch Star Trek, and I would get an erection whenever they were. You know, when Captain Kirk was like making out with one of the aliens, and I would get an erection. I was too young to know why I was getting an erection. I didn't know anything about it.
And you realize you love a man in uniform.
Guys, these are policemen.
No. So the point being that when you close your eyes or you, there's no way that you cannot know what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes you sexually aroused.
I mean, there's a biological part of what makes you erect. This is weird with people around. There's a biological part of what turns you on. You can't control that.
That's right. So you know that you're gay. So you're lying
and
to
you're
us.
a Trekkie.
No, he's not lying. He's not gay.
He's gay. Come on, Kristen.
He's not gay. Let's go fuck right now. Come on.
I'm in.
No.
I'm watching.
I'm going to do the whole Natterman on you. I'm going to Natterman you.
Natterman's going to pretend he's
I'm going to give it to you Natterman style. Or if it's disappointing and drawn out, it's Ellen style.
I say to you what Rocky said to Clubber Lang. Go for it.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure this guy's gay. And we already have Thomas Dale and Modi here. I don't think we have any room
We can't
for you.
verify it, so we'll just have to wait and see if you lose.
There's a very easy way to verify it, Dan.
Yeah.
Put you and Harrison on the road together for 2 weeks.
That's not gay. That's
You got to put him with an attractive man.
Oh, yeah,
You can't put him with a whiny guy on Prozac.
We're
He's not
going to
get
put you
laid.
on the road with Colin Kane, Harrison, for 2 weeks. And we're going to see which one of you caves first.
Oh my God.
No, the real test would be an unattractive man, because if you're willing to have sex with an unattractive man.
All right, then we're going to put you on the road with Dan Naturman.
Like, you would fuck Brad Pitt.
No.
You are gay.
You are gay.
You're gay. We just figured it out.
I take it back.
The gay bell just went off.
I take it back. Not even listening.
Of course he's gay.
Too bad.
Really?
Must we play that back for you to realize you're gay?
All right. It's like Lenny, anything else you want? Any other last jabs at Ray Ellen you want to take?
Lenny, would you
jabs at
fuck
Ray
Brad
Allen.
Pitt?
No. But I'd like to see
You're
Natterman
gay.
do it.
I'm not sad about my ex-girlfriend. I'm very happy for Lenny.
Ray.
I was upset when we broke up 3 years ago.
The facts remain.
Ray is definitely not gay, but he's a loser.
Full disclosure. You have a problem with full disclosure.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
Oh, you want to know about?
You're flaky.
You want to know about that
and you're
thing?
flaky. You're flaky. You're flaky.
Whoa.
Very flaky.
Who am I dressing first, Lenny or Greg?
But
Both of us.
By
You're very
full
flaky,
disclosure, I
and
want
you have a
to,
shitty haircut.
Sorry, by full disclosure, I want you to include not only the business end, but also the girl end.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Jane, full disclosure, you miss her.
Who, Jean?
Jean.
Yes. I miss her as a friend and a companion, but I couldn't give her what she wanted. So
Ray, she
wanted
the
a
one that
Christian.
got away. Come on.
Don't let him off the hook, Lenny.
If she was Jewish, that's your excuse right now.
Do you not know Ray Allen? Have you not? Can I introduce you to Ray Allen? This man is a poon hound from day one. There's no fucking way he's ever getting married. Case closed. Maybe when he's 70, his dick don't work no more.
That's ridiculous.
And he can't get no more pussy. He'll get married.
Ridiculous.
But not a day earlier.
Why don't you guys?
And the fact that you don't see that, Lenny, I'm starting to wonder about your perception of things.
Now,
Lenny, go ahead. I'm saying he doesn't disclose the truth. Ray, tell the truth. Are you a poon hound? Is that the point?
No, not at all. Are we talking about this or are we talking about the Modi thing? I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Anything. I want you to
I'm not a
tell
poon
the
hound.
truth.
We're talking about full disclosure.
Okay,
disclosure.
not a poon hound, A. B, the reason you saw that Modi flyer is because he said to me, I can get so many people to the show, I want to make my own flyer. I said, go ahead, I don't care. So
Modi
that's
made that flyer?
You should have said that when he was here.
I did. Play back. I did.
I didn't hear you.
Nowhere was
and
Lenny mentioned
As far
on
as
that
Greg
flyer.
Rogell goes, I definitely asked you back in July or August about the show.
No, you're full of shit.
And I'm not flaky because I've done other shows with you. I've done other shows with you. And then...
You've done one other show with me.
No, we did.
And you harassed the shit out of me.
No.
Week
What
after
what
week.
show
Oh,
are you thinking of?
You're still going to be a
Well, I heard your reputation of canceling. Now, what is...
Was it raining that night?
Which show are we talking about? Which show did we do before?
I don't know. They all kind of blend into
Yeah,
each
we've done a
other.
few things. And I'm very fair with the checks.
The money sucks. Nah, the money's it's a little low. Even on the Christmas, $500 on Christmas for these guys, it's not a lot of money.
How's it not a lot of money?
It's not a lot of money.
It's 8 times the set.
You're comparing it to a showcase clubs that are notoriously known for paying fucking chump change. If some guy was doing a Christmas show at a corporate date, they'd be getting $2,500.
Sure,
like
this is not a corporate date. It's still a club.
Not not really. It's not
a club.
comedy club. It's fucking BB King's. It's a big fucking
It's
room.
a club.
It's a big room. You're robbing these guys.
No.
You make good money. You have a shitty haircut.
I have to pay. I might agree with you on the
about the haircut.
I have to pay for PR. I got to pay a lawyer. I got to pay printing. I got to pay all this shit.
Oh my
And
God.
let me tell you something. The guarantee is not very good.
Did you say a lawyer?
Yeah.
What's the lawyer
Why do you have to
for?
pay a lawyer?
Because unlike
dealing with
you,
a lot of
unlike in a
PRs,
regular
because-
comedy club where you just people show up and you pay them this and that, I have contracts with comedians. I have a contract.
But haven't
with,
you done shows
with the
before?
venue. Yeah, and you have a lawyer.
You
each
don't
time
use
do
the
a thing.
same contract?
Oh,
No,
you don't-
because
you're not
no,
using
it's
a
always a little bit
lawyer.
different. It's always a little bit
Who
different.
has a contract?
You
for this gig?
can't change the cross out comics and write in BB King. You have to hire a lawyer.
No, because see, when I do actual, maybe you haven't produced things at real clubs.
You lost me. You're not
bigger
a
clubs.
lawyer.
This is what I'm talking about.
Actually, no, I am, and I'll tell you what. If you bring out a laptop,
you don't need to get a lawyer.
I'll bring out a laptop, and we can pull up the conversation between my lawyer or me and the guy from BB King's.
Let's do it.
And you can look at the contracts, and you can see the changes I made to make the contract more attractive.
You throw Natalie an extra $50. He'll serve as your lawyer too. He'll do a set.
You know what's incredible to me is that out of every comic in New York, I am without question the most generous, the most industrious. I pay every comic better. I pay every Latin guy better. They all get pieces. They pay pieces of the movie. I gave these guys pieces of the movie, which I didn't have to do.
Right, you're a mild irritant at best.
I am making pretty much what everybody in the show is making, and I did an enormous amount of work, and I resent for any of you to question my integrity on this.
What's Modi getting?
He's getting. I can't tell you what he's getting.
Is he getting double?
No, absolutely not. He's absolutely not. He's not.
He's gonna.
I'll show you everything once we get off this thing, and you're gonna be like, you know what, Ray? I'm sorry, and you've been very good to me.
Can we do it on the podcast next week?
No, Huh. On the podcast.
Ray, I am.
Show me your 1099. Is what I want to see. Your W-2s or your return. I want to see your tax return.
He's good.
What? Why am I
really-
being questioned on money I'm paying people? It's hysterical to me.
You're so good at getting out of shit. I love it.
I'm not lying. I've sat down and not know what I'm getting myself into. I've been fully transparent. Ask me whatever else you want. I don't get it.
All right, what's with the
We're not
hair?
gonna-
Fucking generous.
I find him pretty convincing, I have to say.
Yeah.
This is all
I know
facts.
he's good. He's very good at it.
I'm not lying. You know why I'm not lying? I'm going to tell you something else. This is the truth. I book 3 people who I quote-unquote refer to as my friends, and I like sharing the wealth with my friends. When I was making a lot of money hosting that TV show, I'd always take Dan and Russ when he would go out to eat. I always pick up the check. Always.
Wait.
When I had income coming in. I mean, I don't get it.
I know we're friends, but did you not yell at me 20 minutes ago in a fit of anger? Like
I was very angry.
I would take
Offended.
Rogell in front of you.
I was offended. I was offended and hurt.
But that's what you said. I would take
Offended and hurt
Rogell
by
in front of
you
you in a second.
When I read your email.
I'm right here. I'll take the gig.
Signing up. He's ready to
Why
sign
did
up.
you add another comic?
Yeah, why did
Can't.
Greg?
You know why? Honestly, why I can't?
Yeah, talk to the
Not-
lawyer.
Not enough
Get
money.
the lawyer involved in
Comes
this.
out of
I don't want to
Modi's
make
end.
less than everybody else.
Comes out of
But you
Modi's end.
deserve less than everybody.
Yeah, right. There's a lot. It's so much nonsense. Like when you book a gig, like say you book a JCC, let's say in Westchester. Do you know how much crap you have to deal with? The back and forth with the people.
You know, I did a JCC with you in Westchester.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
You paid
gig.
Me $500. It's a big fucking
on a
theater.
Thursday night.
$500.
On a Thursday.
On a Thursday. So what?
But Greg,
Not
you don't
bad.
I had to go to Westchester.
You don't have to do the
You
gig.
can turn it down.
You could turn it down. He offered you what he offered
From now
you.
on, we turn it down.
I have every right to complain about it.
That's right. He does. From now on,
I think
Greg,
it's pretty
let's just turn
reasonable.
it down. Let's just turn it down.
Oh, I turn down gigs all the time.
All of my Latino comics are so.
let me
Turn down
be-
gigs on the way to the gig.
Let me be the devil's advocate here for a second. Let's say you have an idea. So look, I think that if I do a comedy show at this JCC in Westchester, I think there's a market out there for for a comedy show. It's going to cost me $3,000 to get the room, and I can charge $50 a ticket, whatever it is.
30.
Now, $30 a ticket. And now he knows that none of the comics he's booking, they don't really have the kind of draw that people can say, oh, Greg Rogell's at the JCC, let's go see him. What they're coming to see is the fact that there's a comedy show and he's booking it.
They're coming for the charity.
And he's risking all the. If nobody buys a ticket, he's still got to make good to the thing.
But hear Modi speak
Isn't
Yiddish,
$500
I'm
a
gonna tell you
reasonable
something.
amount of money in that
Two
kind
things
of
I'm going to say
scenario?
is what you just said. There's one that scenario you just outlined. That is a scenario that happens sometimes. There's other times where JCC says, "I'll give you a flat rate, bring a show," and that flat rate is exponentially less than what you think. It's really low. It's usually me splitting everything equally into fours. Into
What
a
is it?
quarter.
What's the flat rate?
You might do. Sometimes you do a gig on a weekday. It might be $2,000, and you're getting $500 each, including me. So I get $500. It's not that. I mean, it's more than what you're making. In
What do
the
you mean?
city.
They'll give you $2,000 grand, and you have to book the whole show.
Yeah, and deal with everybody on nonsense.
500 would be an enormous amount to pay.
It's a lot, and that's what we're talking about. Now, that being said, you know what's funny? I once promised during a Latin show there was bad weather, but we still had to do the gig. I lost $1,900 in that gig.
Well, that's
none of
the point.
None of the
That
acts said
happens.
to me, "Oh, well, I won't take it." No, they wanted their money.
That's because it was a Latin show and he got robbed in the parking lot.
You gotta stop comparing Latins to Jews.
Well, the Jews would
There's
be
really
worse.
no comparison.
Chris, the Jews are worse.
Yeah,
Look at
they
the
might
shit
be
I'm putting up
worse.
with right here. This is worse. Latinos say thank you. You made a movie about our lives. Here I'm dealing with these awful heaves.
They stab you in the parking lot.
I'm sure that's
Ray,
right.
we're grateful. Greg, tell him we're grateful.
Greg doesn't give a shit. He's not
Greg.
grateful.
Well, what's that?
Come on.
Greg, tell Ray we're grateful of all he does.
Ah, fuck that. This has been a very
Well,
interesting
listen,
evening.
next year you could go to BB King's and undercut.
No, the money's too low. I ain't.
It is. Oh, by the way, I had two comics cancel on me. I can't say who they were. Two much bigger name acts to do this thing, this BBK thing. And
Too much
gig
bigger
just
name
kept,
acts.
Just kept
That's a fucking
unraveling.
insult.
So it was
Nice shot,
a nightmare to salvage this thing.
Find
Such
me a more
nightmare.
famous Jew than Lenny Marcus.
Yeah, find one.
That's willing to work
I
for
was
you.
gonna say it's also willing to light a candle.
right.
Go on stage, light a candle.
Anything else? Any other
Listen, the
questions?
guy's got balls, and he came right in here to the fire to defend
The
himself.
Lions Den.
He's
please,
putting together a good
please.
show. It's going to be a good
It'll be
show.
fun.
The fire. Four Jews, fire. Fire.
Any other
What is he
questions?
afraid he's going to get his ass kicked by a bunch of Jews?
By Harrison? Harrison might touch me.
The only person, Ted Alexandro, is over there, and
I like Ted,
he
yeah.
would probably be able to puncture holes in your
Not at all.
in your
Ted would-
capitalist
I think
thing.
Ted would probably think he can be a pat on the back.
No.
He knows what these gigs are like.
You're a comedian, and when you turn yourself into a booker, you open yourself up for this kind of.
You know what I should do from now on? I should pay less, and I'm sure people will take the gigs, and I'll make more. And I could be like Al Martin and another booker we know in Westchester who we're friendly with, so I don't want to mention his name. But I could become one of those guys. I could become Al Martin and whoever else is awful. But I don't. I spread the
Are we
wealth.
talking about Johnny Lampert?
It's the right way to live your life. And that's why the
Just wanted
charity
to- just wanted
component,
to
why am I
clarify.
donating part of my money to charity? Why? Because it's the right way to live your life. That's why.
You give money to charity?
The Magen David Adom.
Do you really?
Yes.
How much?
I'm going to give a certain
For every
percentage.
dollar
Is
that
that charity
goes,
making
one
more
extra
money than I
Palestinian
am?
gets.
No.
He's really furious.
The charity's making more money than me. Natterman's making more money than me. And it's an evening with Modi. I fucking
It's not
had
anything
it.
with Modi.
Lenny, you also have to seat everyone that comes
Yes,
in. I don't
that
know if
you have
know
to
that.
do.
I know when I go in there,
That
he's
is what you
not
have to
telling.
do.
I would
never
actually
tells
work
you
for
everything.
free if you could just throw away those Modi flyers because they're just an embarrassment.
I'm gonna walk in there. He's gonna put this yarmulke on. I know it. I know that's gonna happen.
Did we not have a great time in Boca Raton?
You're the best, Ray. Ray does come up
And
with a
Boca
gig every
Raton, by the
night.
way,
You two
I
in
was
Boca
not. I did a gig in Boca with me, Lenny, and one other guy. I was not going to pay myself anything, but then we did a second
It's your
show, so I was able to
mother's-
make something.
Tell him again. Disclose what the gig
At my
was.
family's,
Your
where they
mommy's
live.
gig.
You know, like
Okay.
where they all live. It wasn't her gig. It was where they live. It was her neighbor said we need to do a show. The first show was selling poorly, so I said I won't take any money, but I'll pay you guys. Then the second show, fortunately, we had a second show, so I was able to make what these guys made. But I was ready to make zero.
I am sure that
What else?
we have exhausted the interest that any human being might have.
on this subject.
God, please
Hey,
edit this.
fellas, keep it down over there.
Feel free to edit all of this out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're not a Jew, right? You're not
No.
Jewish.
No, she's
Why do
so
you say
happy
it
about
like
it right now.
Hi, Judah.
No, I don't know. I'm just. Oh, you're not Jewish?
No, it's not Jewish.
All right,
why
are we-
I like her.
Are we going to wrap it? Where did Rogell go?
She's too good looking to
He
be
went to the
Jewish.
bathroom.
All right.
You want to talk more about Modi and his girlfriend?
I have to go to the bathroom, too.
All right, I've had it.
Does somebody want to take over this
You should let
chair?
Judah take
Wrap
over.
it up. Nick.
Let Judah take
Wrap it
over.
up. The Jews have to go to
Does
sleep.
Judah want you buy it?
No, wrap it, baby, wrap it. Man. Let's just move.
It's been interesting.
No, wrap it up.
What's that?
Just
And in
Wrap it up.
conclusion, Harrison
In
Greenbaum.
conclusion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to
That's not the
we want to wish you all a very happy Hanukkah, and thank you for tuning in to our special holiday edition of the Comedy Cellar podcast here at the table. Please,
hopefully you all come to the show at BB King's.
hopefully we'll come to the.
Well, you're all there. You
We
had a
know-
great time.
Done.
We know you're all big Modi fans, and you want to come out and see Modi. He's going to do.
Evidently, he's taken.
And after the show, Modi and Harrison Greenbaum will be dancing for everybody.
You're going to do about 10 minutes, and Modi's doing about an hour and 15, right?
That's exactly right.
Marcus.
And we're making the same money. I'm dead sure of that. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.